Hello and welcome to another edition of UFO Video Addicts. Let me give you a preview of what I got coming up in this video. The first is supposedly a selfie taken by an alien. Not too sure about that. Also have this old footage of a small craft flying around this Concord. Let's see, this video is 5 accounts of UFO sightings in history, starting from 74 BC to 1896. And then it goes back to, what I've been saying is that we've never been alone on the planet, that, our underwater neighbors have been with us for a very long time. Let's see, here's another video. This is 28 minutes of different accounts of people seeing fleets of UFOs or, large craft underwater. Let's see, this is a video about the Vatican basically acknowledging that they are aware that there's aliens out there, and that, if there's aliens out there, that there are brothers, and it wouldn't fall outside of their beliefs or their doctrines. Let's see, also have this article here about 5 asteroids that are apparently heading towards Earth, and I think one of them has already passed. Anyways, we'll check that out. And then last is this page here that's talking about these entrances to the interior of the Earth in the Antarctic. Now, I've definitely done videos on this, but I don't know if I did a video on the second one here. There's apparently 2. There's an opening here and an opening here. We'll check that out on Google Earth. But anyways, let's go to this first one here. Yeah, now this one is saying strange being that does not seem to be from this world submitted a selfie to MUFON. Let's just check this out real quick.
On October 13, 2018, a being that does not appear to be of this world but rather a gray alien, submitted a selfie to the site MUFON. According to the description, the place where this selfie was taken was Bremerton, Washington, USA. The light behind the being appears to be a portal where he entered into what appears to be a room.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Anyways, I don't want to play too much of it. It's, it's pretty short. But what I find interesting is look at the hair. I mean, you can see this fine hair. I mean, if this is real, anyways, a link to this will be in the description. This is an old footage from 1976. I think this might have been a test flight, but you can see this object right here, as they were filming it, that this object starts circling this plane. But anyways, check this out. Let me just back up a hair. There, yeah, you can see that thing. Anyways, this is from 1976. Link will be in the description. Let's go to this one here. Yeah, now this is, another one of these videos that just basically confirms what I've been saying, and that, we have never been alone on this planet, that our underwater neighbors have been with us for a very long time. Check this out.
In this year, one James Everell, a sober, discreet man, and 2 others, saw a great light in the night at Muddy River. When it stood still, it flamed up and was about 3 yards square. When it ran, it was contracted into the figure of a swine. It ran as swift as an arrow towards Charlton, and so up and down about 2 or 3 hours. They came down in their lighter about a mile, and when it was all over, the men found themselves carried quite back against the tide to the place they came from. Diverse other credible persons saw the same light after at about the same place.
Anyways, it goes, yeah, that's from, 1639. Here's one from 1803. This is another, from Edo, Japan. And then, and then this one here from 74 BC. So it's obvious that our underwater neighbors have been monitoring us and our development for a long time. But they're definitely not visiting, or they're not all visiting. Anyways, there's this video, and then here's another video here. This is 29 minutes long, and it's just one account after another of people encountering our underwater neighbors.
Support Scandinavian researchers such as Jan Sundberg and Ig Fransen of the Reich's organization UFO Spheres have shifted through old newspaper files and reconstructed now forgotten events of the 1930s. Beginning in 1933, Sweden, Norway, and Finland were flooded by a wave of sightings of ghost flyers, which aroused the authorities of these countries and led to massive hunts and investigations on the same scale as the submarine hunt of 1972. The areas visited by the ghost flyers were far to the north, mainly above the Arctic Circle, snowbound, mountainous, and very thinly populated. Day after day, and night after night, during the winter of 1933 through 34, the ghost flyers passed over regular routes, flying in all kinds of weather and openly defying the tiny Swedish Air Force. Some of these ghost flyers were described as ordinary-looking airplanes painted gray with no visible identification numbers or insignia. Some were multi-engine craft. They often flew in format ions of 3 or 4 at treetop level over towns and villages, while at the same time, many people have reported receiving strange signals on their radio sets.
Again, this goes back to 1930. And, so anyone using that argument that, oh, it's our military and we could be seeing some of their top secret projects, which, is absolutely true. I'm sure, not all of them that we're seeing are underwater neighbors. Some of them have to be our military. And, as I said before, Richard Dolan has acknowledged that there's what he calls a breakaway civilization, some people within our own society who, early in the 1920s, I think he says, got a hold of some advanced technology, and they've been using it for a long time. But to me, these sightings are all of the above. There are underwater neighbors, there are military, they're the breakaway civilization, and then of course there have to be some that are visiting us, but there's no way at this point you can continue to deny that these things aren't out there, or use the explanation of, we know there's crafts, but we don't know what's in there. Well, there's something in there. Like if you see a plane or a helicopter, you're not going to say, oh, you don't know what's in there. You know that there's a pilot in there, and that craft, right, a plane or a helicopter, it took off from an airport, and it's most likely going to return to that airport or land at another airport. So why would it be different for the crafts that we're seeing in our skies? Our underwater neighbors may just be conducting normal business or, whatever they're doing, but they're definitely out there, and it's not nothing. It's not, I don't think you can say you don't know. We might, we can't say definitively what it is, but we know that there's something in there controlling those crafts as opposed to, I don't know. But anyways, there's this link. Here is this video where basically the Vatican is acknowledging that there's aliens out there. And, this is old. Even though this just recently came out, this Father Fuentes, or whatever his name is, he said this like early in the 2000s. Anyways, check this out.
Even claiming that the Vatican has shocked the world, or Funes was merely repeating what he had said on June 12, 2000. In the Corriere della Sera, when he was one of the youngest participants, 36 years old, in an international congress on galactic disks organized by the Vatican Specular Observatory. Gregorian Pontifical University, in a typical galaxy, it a cluster of about 100 billion stars, there could be a multitude of twin planets with Earth, with beings like us. If, as I believe, they exist, they can be considered our brothers in creation. April 1999, in a conference held at the Galileo Study Center.
Again, that was 1999 he said that. I just noticed something in this photograph. Why is Hitler back here behind him? Strange. Anyways, and then, they also talk about, I think his name was Father Balducci. Salvador Balducci also on a television show went on and, acknowledged that there's aliens out there and that there are brothers. So, yeah, to the Catholic Church, they're acknowledging that, that we're not alone in the universe. And, if anyone knows anything about the Catholic Church, they have telescopes that have been, watching our universe for a long, long time. So I'm sure in their archives, they have all this information. But anyways, a link to this will be in the description. Check it out. This is an article that's just talking about these 5 asteroids heading towards Earth in January. An asteroid as large as Big Ben will be approaching Earth in January 2022. However, it is not the only asteroid heading towards Earth. Now, I think one of them already passed. You hear asteroid 2021 YK, which is 38 feet, is expected to pass within 118,000 miles of Earth today. So this article came out on January 2nd. So that was a couple days ago. And then there's, these 4 more asteroids zooming by Earth. Luckily, none of them are going to be real close, but I find it interesting that there's so many of them coming all at the same time. Link will be in the description. Now, last is this article here about these entrances into the interior of the continent, and this is in Antarctic. Now, I've definitely done videos about this opening here. You can see this thing has this awning on it. And then this second one, you can, if you go to the Google Earth, you don't actually see it. And actually, if you use these coordinates, you're not able to find it. But, I know where this one is. So I was able to go to Google Earth and check it out. But let's check that out. Okay, so yeah, so now the first entrance is here. And of course, I'll put the coordinates to this in the description. Okay, here's the first one right here, right? And you can see, it's got this dome over the top of it. And if we take a measurement here, let's see. This opening is 0.2 miles, or let's see. "85 feet across. And the length, or the height, is like 62, 63 feet. So anyways, there's this opening here. And now the second opening, oh no, that's, okay, now the second opening is over here. Now with this one, when you first go in here, you can't see anything because I think they're trying to cover it up. But what you have to do is you have to go into this timeline, show historical time, and then go back to, I think it's 2006. Yeah, go back to 2006, and there it is. Look at that opening. But again, let me see. Let me show you the relationship between that opening and the other one. It's right here. Here's the first opening, and then here's the second opening. In this opening, let's take a measurement of this one. There, that's 274 feet wide, and then the height is 173, or, this is all approximate. But yeah, I think, these openings, they said you can fly a 747 through there. So and remember, you have to go back to 2006 to see that, because if you go look at it today, that's what you're going to see. Nothing. They're trying to hide it. But anyways, I'll put the coordinates to both of these, in the description. But check out, where these things are in the Antarctic. I wonder how much it would cost to actually finance an expedition down there and check these places out. Maybe set up cameras to see if there are crafts flying in and out of this thing. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. If you like things like this, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I have more things like this. Take care.